Lyrics carry the emotional facts of a song.
Cold is the water, it freezes your already cold mind, already cold mind.
When we listen to a piece of music with lyrical content, we allow these words to become our own.
Death is at your doorstep.
And throughout this experience, we start to feel what the songwriter felt and sympathize with the emotion of the song.
Will not steal your substance. But you are not alone in this.
Musical expression, however, whether it be a guitar, piano, or violin, has its turn from sympathizing to empathizing with the songwriter.
We will stand and we'll hold you.
Bon Iver's Holocene is an incredible example of musical expression elevating already incredible writing. To me, this song is about growing up, how your perspectives on the world are always changing. When you're young, you think you are the world, and as you age, you find out where you truly lie in the grand scheme of the world. I'm not significant, but all of it is, and I am part of it. Holocene's lyrics are haunting, but they would just be poetry without the musical expression. I can read these words and recite them like a poem, but without the musical expression, the emotion is lost. Bands like Explosions in the Sky are all expression. 3 guitars, a bass, and a drum kit. They have composed the soundtrack for films like Lone Survivor and Friday Night Lights, 2 films that owe some of their deepest emotional beats to the score. Their entire discography is an emotional roller coaster that will leave you in tears, and all without a vocalist. Their music isn't powerful because of the poetry that you hear. It is powerful in spite of having lyrics. Regardless of how they interpret their own music, you can associate it with whatever emotion or event in your life you want to. For me, the culmination of 6 minutes of sonic brilliance and the song Your Hand in Mine reminds me of graduating high school and starting a new life away from everything I've ever known. It shows me hope. Explosions in the Sky's artistic cousin is the 2017 film, Dunkirk. Dunkirk's screenplay is 112 pages compared to The Dark Knight Rises' 165. So unlike most of Nolan's work, this film has left exposition behind in favor of visual storytelling. Nolan has been criticized in the past for using swaths of complicated dialogue and explanation in his films. Nonetheless, Nolan has outdone himself. This movie riveted me more than most modern war films have. Lone Survivor and American Sniper stick out to me as being great films with intense sequences and very interesting characters, but I found them weighed down by buddy scenes. That's what I like to call them. I've always felt these scenes can come off as really cliche really easily, and they don't add much to the film if they're bad. Dunkirk does away with all this. It drops you right into the middle of a battle, letting the events carry the plot, rather than relying on the characters. The title of the film tells us all. It's about Dunkirk, not about Private Ryan, a lone survivor, or an American Sniper. This separates the story from the characters and allows us to imprint our emotions onto them, thus allowing us to feel the intensity of the film. When I first watched this movie, I was engrossed. It felt like I was being led on a journey that only became more and more dire as the film progressed. As all the storylines converge onto the shores of the city, so does the emotional rhythm of the film. Hope, something that none of these men have felt in weeks, comes across so much better in their eyes rather than them talking about it. I could only think of the emotions that music like Explosions in the Sky have brought me during this moment. It wasn't just because of the lack of dialogue or deep characterization, or my own characterization of the film. It was much more than that. It was the structure. The whole film is structured like an Explosions in the Sky song. There are often slow burns with intense moments of pure, musical, and cinematic prowess. Nolan displays his understanding and mastery of his medium, like Explosions in the Sky. Dunkirk's crescendo is compelling and energetic, leaving you in wonder of what you just witnessed. Explosions and Dunkirk are artistic cousins, achieving emotional crescendo in the depravity of dialogue.
What do you see? Home.